The Power of the Solomon Ring, How It Works in the Hands of Both Religious and Non-Religious Individuals, by Dr. Jonathan Shuma. Preface. The story of King Solomon echoes across centuries, a man who asked for wisdom instead of wealth, and received both. He became a symbol of divine intellect, judgment, prosperity, and mystical understanding. Among his legendary possessions was the Solomon Ring, not merely a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of authority, wisdom, and dominion. It represents alignment between the mind of man and the wisdom of God, between insight and influence. This book is not about a physical artifact. It is about the power of consciousness that the Solomon Ring symbolizes. Whether you are religious or not, the principles that made Solomon great are accessible to you. They are laws written into the fabric of both the spiritual and physical realms. Chapter 1. The Mystery Behind the Solomon Ring. Legends say Solomon's ring bore the seal of divine wisdom, giving him authority over nature, spirits, and systems. But beneath that legend lies a truth: the ring was more than metal. It was a covenant of consciousness. It represented oneness with divine intelligence. In symbolic language, the ring signifies continuity, a circle without end, eternal wisdom; authority, a signet to seal decrees; identity, connection between heaven and man. Key idea. The Solomon Ring is a metaphor for access, the ability to command outcomes because you understand divine and natural laws. Chapter 2. The Spirit of Wisdom. The true power of the ring. Wisdom is the energy that governs both worlds. Solomon's secret was not in the object, but in the operation of wisdom. Wisdom translates divine insight into practical strategy. The religious person accesses wisdom through prayer, revelation, and spiritual connection. The non-religious person accesses wisdom through observation, discipline, and reflection. Both paths lead to illumination because wisdom is universal truth. Principle. The Solomon Ring works in any hand that honors truth, humility, and understanding. Chapter 3. How the ring works in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual dimension, the ring symbolizes spiritual authority, the power to decree, discern, and dominate circumstances. It functions through 1. Alignment, harmony between your spirit and divine will. 2. Faith, the energy that bridges unseen and seen. 3. Speech, decreeing wisdom into form. When the spiritual person walks in righteousness and understanding, their words carry creative power. They seal realities, just as Solomon's signet sealed laws. Formula. Alignment, faith. Word, dominion. Chapter 4. How the ring works in the physical realm. In the physical realm, the ring symbolizes mastery and leadership. To the non-religious individual, it represents the disciplined mind, one that knows how to analyze, decide, and act with clarity. The businessman uses it as the principle of foresight. The scientist uses it as intellectual curiosity. The leader uses it as strategic discernment. Wisdom translates ideas into sustainable success. Formula. Knowledge, understanding, application, influence. Chapter 5. The Ring of Decision. The Art of Sound Judgment. Solomon's first display of the ring's power was in judgment when he discerned the true mother of a child. This act revealed that wisdom sees beyond appearances. In your life, the Solomon Ring manifests as discernment, the ability to separate truth from illusion. Religious individuals discern through revelation. Non-religious individuals discern through reason and empathy. Either way, truth becomes visible to those who seek it sincerely. Key thought. Wisdom is not about information. It's about right application. Chapter 6. The Ring of Authority, commanding without controlling. The ring gives authority, but not tyranny. True authority flows from servanthood and understanding. Solomon ruled not by fear, but by respect, the authority of wisdom, not of domination. When you wear the Solomon Ring mentally, you understand that influence grows through integrity, service, and truth. Principle. Authority that serves is never resisted. Authority that dominates eventually collapses. Chapter 7. The Universal Law of Attraction in Solomon's Wisdom. Solomon said, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This statement reveals the spiritual scientific law of attraction long before modern psychology. The ring works by magnetic consciousness. Your inner vibration determines your outer manifestation. When you align your thoughts with wisdom, success gravitates toward you naturally. The ring amplifies whatever energy you carry, be it peace or confusion. Formula: thought, intention, consistency, manifestation. Chapter 8: The Ring and the Mind. The seed of manifestation. Solomon's brilliance came from a renewed mind. He learned to think in patterns that harmonize both heaven's wisdom and earthly logic. Whether through meditation or reflection, mastering the mind is the modern equivalent of wearing the Solomon ring. Principle: the mind that listens before speaking becomes the hand that rules before others understand. Religious or not, mental clarity is spiritual power disguised in human reasoning. Chapter 9: The Ring and Wealth Prosperity. Through wisdom, Solomon's wealth was not accidental. The ring represented multiplication. Through wisdom, the ability to convert ideas into tangible wealth. The same principle works today. For the believer, it is divine favor activated by obedience. For the non-believer, it is the law of diligent planning and value creation. Formula: vision, wisdom, diligence, sustainable prosperity. Wisdom turns potential into performance and opportunity into abundance. Chapter 10: The Ring and Relationships. The Power of Connection. Solomon understood alliances. He built his kingdom by connecting wisely with others. The ring operates through relational intelligence, knowing who to join, when to separate, and how to influence. In both religious and secular contexts, relationships determine your reach. Principle: the right connection multiplies your wisdom. The wrong one drains it. To wear the ring means to handle human hearts with discernment and grace. Chapter 11: The Ring and the Invisible Realm. Controlling energy and atmosphere. Legends say Solomon used the ring to command spirits. Symbolically, this means mastering unseen energies, emotions, atmospheres, and intentions. When you learn to regulate your inner environment, your mood, thought pattern, and faith, you gain mastery over the outer world. Formula: inner stability, outer authority. The spiritual man uses prayer to command peace. The non-spiritual man uses mindfulness and focus to command order. Both achieve harmony, one through heaven, the other through awareness. Chapter 12: The Ring of Legacy. What you leave behind. The true proof of the ring's power is not in personal gain, but in legacy. Solomon's wisdom was recorded so generations could benefit. To wear the ring is to become a channel of wisdom, not a container of it. Whether you teach, lead, build, or serve, your impact should echo beyond your years. Principle: legacy is not what you leave for people, but what you leave in them. Chapter 13: The Ring of Balance. When spiritual and physical unite, the Solomon ring unites heavenly understanding with earthly action. You cannot be so spiritual that you ignore the physical, nor so material that you forget the spiritual source. Balance is the secret key. Religious or not, success without balance becomes self-destructive. Formula: spiritual awareness, practical application, wholeness. When the two hands, faith and reason, work together, the Solomon ring shines brightest. Chapter 14: Awakening the Solomon Within. The Solomon ring is not external, it is a state of awakened consciousness. It activates when you begin to live from wisdom rather than reaction. You wear it every time you choose insight over impulse. Seek peace over power. Walk in understanding instead of judgment. Daily affirmation: I wear the ring of wisdom. My words are light, my thoughts are power, my actions are truth. Chapter 15: The Final Seal. Becoming a Vessel of Wisdom. The journey of Solomon teaches that wisdom is both gift and pursuit. When you live in awareness, humility, and discernment, you attract the same grace that guided Solomon. Religious or not, your life becomes a symbol of harmony between the divine and the human, the eternal and the practical. Final thought: the Solomon ring works in any hand that honors truth, loves wisdom, and walks in balance. For wisdom is not bound by religion, it is the eternal language of creation itself. Epilogue, the modern ring. In modern times, the Solomon ring is your mindset of divine human excellence. It's the power to think deeply, act wisely, and live meaningfully. You don't need to possess the ring, you need to become it. When wisdom becomes your signature, everything you touch gains order, clarity, and fruitfulness. You will carry the same light that once crowned Solomon, a light that makes kings bow and generations remember.